All right, we are delighted to be joined by Sias du Plessis here on Sports Scene. He's going to discuss everything athletics. Sias du Plessis all the way from Johannesburg. Sias, thank you for joining us here on Sports Scene. Great to see you again. You're looking sharp as usual. Sias, since we're talking athletics, I'm going to jump into this next question. How would you compare the performances of athletes in Tokyo 2021 with the athletes in Rio 2016? Over to you, sir.
Richard, thanks as always for having me on, and you're looking very sharp yourself. It's unfair to almost compare the two events. You know, in 2016 in Rio, we had a Zika virus. It certainly did not have the impact the coronavirus has had on Tokyo. Tokyo, a year later, the cycle was broken, so that sort of 4-year cycle suddenly became 5, athletes peaking at the wrong time. They had to adjust that. So based on that, I think it's difficult to say and compare the two events, but Africa can be extremely proud of how they performed. Kenya, once again, for the continent, held the flag and really set the example for the rest of the continent. Some of the performances were incredible. I think Africa proved that it is the dominant force in the distance events. You know, we saw some breakout stars emerge. The talent is rife, and it's really exciting to see what happens next. I think another really good thing is to see how the women have stood up. They've almost exceeded the expectations of their male counterparts. So from a female athlete point of view, they've stepped up. They've shown that they are the best in the world. And I think the continent as a whole can be very satisfied with their performance based on the fact that there were so many obstacles, from regular testing to bio bubbles to travel restrictions to not being able to go to the European season. I think for Africa, in particular, a place like Kenya and Uganda, they can be extremely proud of what they've done at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
Well, you know what, CS, I agree 100% with the sentiment you have articulated. There's no question about that. But speaking of women, one particular woman that needs no introduction anywhere in the civilized world, Christine Boma. Can you talk to us about her success and where and how you rank her year?
Oh man, I'm a huge fan, and I'm becoming more of a fan as she continues to break barriers. I mean, 18 years old from Namibia. And I mean, the last time Namibia had someone win a medal at the Olympics was 1996 at Frankie Fredericks. She's now become the first woman to do so from Namibia. It is absolutely incredible. And to think that just a few months ago, she was running the 400 meters. And because of the new DSD regulations that have come in, she switched to 200 meters. And man, she's got that fast start that no one can stop. And she's just unstoppable at the moment. A world record, a junior world record there, the silver at the Olympic Games. I mean, in the Diamond League, she was untouchable. I think 8 victories she had along the way. She's really a force to be reckoned with, someone to be very excited about. And I think she is a superstar in the making. Keep a close eye on Christine Boma.
Absolutely, Christine Boma. That's a story that everybody is talking about. But before I let you go, CS, I'd like you to talk to us about some other African stories that perhaps stood out for you this past year.
Yeah, look, I've even written them down. There's so many to get through, but I won't take you through all of them. Others will be here all night. That's how good our African athletes have been throughout 2021. But I think Kipchoge, you know, you think of the way he's been. He's the master of the marathon. Cheptegei almost did the double of the 5,000 and the 10,000 meters. You think of the women that have also come through. Chepyegon, she was outstanding in the 1,500 meters, an Olympic record, defending her title. And I think Ferdinand Amanyala must get a huge shout out because, you know, 10.01 semi-finals, he made history for Kenya at the Olympic Games. Then decided, no, that's not good enough. He then started running sub-10s regularly. Suddenly got a 9.86 and then went 9.77 on home soil in Nairobi. It was phenomenal. And Africa now has a new fastest man, and for Hakani Simbine, he's got some work to do.